January 29th, Village Board meeting. We have actually a doubleheader. We have a committee of the whole afterwards, but special night tonight. We have a new officer that we're going to swear in as well, so we'll get right to it. So can you please join me and stand for our Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Trustee Maher.
Here.
Trustee McClafferty.
Here.
Trustee Shaughnessy.
Here.
Trustee Snagowski.
Here.
Trustee Stapleton.
Here.
And Trustee Kittredge.
Okay, thank you, Janet. And Mike,
Yes,
to make this official.
Mr. Mayor, you have a physical quorum, and there have been sufficient, the policy's been followed for trustee Shaughnessy and Snagowski, but you need to make a motion to allow them to participate remotely.
Okay.
move. Second.
Okay, motion by trustee Stapleton, seconded by trustee McClafferty. Do we do a roll call?
You
or-
do.
Roll
Or
call.
all in favor.
Yeah.
Either one.
Maher.
Yes.
McClafferty.
Yes.
Shaughnessy.
Yes.
Snagowski.
He said yes.
Rick.
Yes.
Stapleton.
Yes.
And Janelle Kittredge.
Okay, motion approved. All right. In addition, we have 3 items we're moving off the consent agenda. Going to need a motion after I read these off to move the following 3 items to the clerk's report off the original consent agenda to the clerk's report. The first one is 3.E, resolution authorizing the order and purchase of a 2024 Ford 150 truck. We have 3F, which is resolution authorizing the order and purchase of 3 Ford 250 F-250 trucks. And the last one is H, resolution authorizing a reduction of cash bond for Mary Ellen Woods. I need a motion, please.
So moved. Second.
Okay, motion by trustee Maher, seconded by trustee Stapleton to approve these changes to the agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Okay, it carries. So with that, the new consent agenda, the revised, will consist of the approval of minutes from the Committee of Whole, December 18th, 2023. We have the Village Board meeting. January 8th minutes, we have approval of disbursements from January 11th through January 22nd. We have an ordinance O-5-24 amending the Lamont Municipal Code, Chapter 5.04 for liquor licenses, decreasing and issuing the Class A3 liquor license. We have a resolution R-3-24 authorizing the order and purchase of 2 utility trailers. We have a resolution R-6-24, approving the professional services agreement between Exigent Solutions and the Village of Lamont. We have a resolution R-8-24, approving a plat of easement for the water main for Maley Road. And last but not least, we have a resolution R-9-24, approving an agreement between the Village of Lamont and the Farmington Development Company. I need a motion, please.
So moved. Second.
Okay, motion by trustee McClafferty, seconded by trustee Maher to approve the items on the consent agenda. Do we have any questions or comments by the trustees regarding anything on the consent agenda? Okay, roll call, please.
McClafferty.
Yes.
Shaughnessy.
Yes.
Snagowski.
Yes.
Ron Stapleton.
Yes.
Janelle Kittredge and Dave Maher.
Yes.
Sorry. Thank you.
Okay, motion approved. All right, next up, mayor's report. Like I said, very exciting night. We have the swearing in of a new mayor, Marcelino Perez. Marcelino, you want to join Chief and I down by the desk down there, and we'll make this official.
Marcelino. Marcelino grew up in Romanville and attended Romanville High School. We get him from the DuPage County Sheriff's Office, where he was working as an officer, and he also spent 5 years before that at the Metro Police Department. He's here with his mom and dad, Arthur and Marcy. After we swear him in, you guys can come up and we can join in the pictures. His brother is also here, and this is his 8-year-old son, Carter. You can see his dad get sworn in. So, why don't you, for the mayor, raise your right hand.
All right, repeat after me. I, Marcelino Perez,
I, Marcelino Perez,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of police officer
that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of police officer
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Awesome. Congratulations.
All right, so why don't we take one first with Marcelino, and then...
The three of you and then.
Yeah, and then we'll go ahead to Barry soon.
You want to touch it, but they glare from that,
Oh, do you want us to move that way?
just a little bit, thanks.
Maybe get Scott to sworn in.
Carter, how you doing there, buddy? It's a special day, isn't it? All right. Hi. Oh, sorry, how you doing? Thanks for coming out. Here, you guys get in the middle, but now.
Ready? 1, 2, one more.
Marcelino, congratulations again, and we look forward to having you aboard. And you got some great guys that are gonna show you the ropes back here, so. Thanks, guys, for coming out, appreciate it. All good.
Straight to the bar. Hit it right.
Okay, next up, we have the mayor's mention. Again, we want to remind everyone, we have a few days left in order to order your 150th anniversary merchandise from our online Ike store. Please visit Lamont150.com and select Shop from the top. Proceeds from the sales will go to the upcoming Village Green Park on Main Street next to Pollyanna Social. Also, our 2024 community survey is now available online at polco.us/Lamont. This annual survey will help us follow trends in the community, give a sentiment to better serve our residents, and see where there are areas that need improvement. And that will open up, or it will be open through February 26th. Also, the village is seeking nominations for the queen of our 32nd annual St. Patrick's Day Parade, which will be held Saturday, March 9th at 1 p.m. in the downtown. Nominations for queen must be submitted by February 5th using our online form. You can also register to participate in the parade lineup on March 9th. These links can be found in the community calendar and on our website on the March 9th parade information page, which is lamont.il.us. And lastly, we have early bird registration for the Quarryman Challenge being held on Saturday, May 11th at 7:30 a.m., hosted by the Lamont Park District. Please register at getmeregistered.com. That's always a good event. And even if you're not running, please come out and join us. It's always good socialization after the race. Sometimes I do the 5K, sometimes I don't, but I'm definitely not doing the 10 miles, Dave. So, but no, please come out, put that on your calendar. Always a great event. All right, so that is the mayor's mention. Next up, we have Janet, the clerk's report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First one is a resolution R-4-24 authorizing the order and purchase of a 2024 Ford F-150 truck.
Okay, need a motion, please.
So moved.
Okay, motion by trustee McClafferty, seconded by trustee Maher. Or George or Ralph?
I'll take it, Mr. Mayor.
Thanks, Ralph.
So this is a resolution to order and purchase a F-150 pickup truck. And the next resolution you'll see is also purchasing pickup trucks. Just for a little background, we do like to keep our pickup trucks between 5 and 7 years to keep some value into the piece of equipment, but also use it, right? So the truck we'll be trading in on this F-150 is 9 years old, which is well beyond the expectancy that we like to keep them. It has 76,000 miles, and there was no state bid pricing on the F-150. So we got two quotes, with Willowbrook Ford being the lower quote at $46,407.26. So that's staff's recommendation, is to purchase that from Willowbrook Ford.
Okay, thanks, Ralph. Any questions, comments? All right, roll call, please.
McClafferty,
Yes.
Shaughnessy,
Yes.
Snagowski,
Yes.
Stapleton,
Yes.
Kittredge, Maher.
Okay, motion approved.
Next, Resolution R-5-24, authorizing the order and purchase of 3 Ford F-250 trucks.
Okay, need a motion, please.
So moved. Second.
Okay, motion by trustee McClafferty, seconded by trustee Stapleton. Ralph, anything else on this?
Well, yeah, I'll just go over this really quick. This is for F-250s, which was, there was state bid pricing on these F-250s. And the 3 trucks we're trading in are all over 12 years old. So they're well beyond what we like to keep them, with over 80,000 miles on each of those trucks. So the 3 trucks came out to $157,188.09, and that would be through Willowbrook Ford as well.
Okay, thanks. Ralph, any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Yes, McClafferty,
Yes.
Shaughnessy,
Yes.
Snagowski,
Yes.
Stapleton,
Yes.
Kittredge, and Maher.
Okay, motion approved.
Next, Resolution R-7-24, authorizing a reduction of a cash bond for Mary Ellen Woods.
Okay, need a motion, please.
Before you, Mayor, I'll be abstaining from this resolution because I do have an interest in this property, so I will not be voting on this one.
Okay,
So moved.
And just for the record, Janet, do not call Ken because he's actually, or trustee McClafferty, because he's actually
Yes.
he's not participating in the vote at all. So it's like for this one vote, he's not here.
okay.
Thank
All right.
you.
Duly noted. All right.
I seconded it.
Okay, so who first? I'm
I was.
sorry. Okay, thanks. So trustee Stapleton, trustee Snagowski, any questions or comments on this? Is George or? All right, roll call, please.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Jason. I'm assuming you're just gonna say something about this, right?
No different than any other letter of credit reduction.
I guess, this is a normal reduction at a normal time, right?
Right, yeah.
So
This
there's nothing
would
abnormal about this?
This would ordinarily be consent agenda. The only thing unusual is
There's an
trustee
abstention.
McClafferty's interest in the property. But yeah, there's nothing else special about it. It was approved by the village
The
engineer.
engineer has recommended, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, all right, roll call, please.
Shaughnessy,
Yes.
Snagowski,
Yes.
Stapleton,
Yes.
Kittredge, and Maher.
Yes.
Okay, all right, motion approved. Thank you, Janet.
You're welcome.
All right, village attorney report. Mike, do you have anything?
I
for
do
us?
not have anything further. Mr.
George,
Mayor.
administrator report.
The only thing I'll mention, Mr. Mayor, is that the village's winter newsletter will be going out. I think it actually has gone out into the mailboxes. You can check the village's website beforehand if you don't want to wait for the mail. It's our typical updates for the winter, but we also have information on the updated water and sewer rates. There's been a lot of discussion. There's also a pamphlet that went out a few months ago about new structures that went into place. Those did not go into place last time. I think it was about summertime. You may have seen bills go up. That's probably due to usage going up, right, Darshana, not due to new structures. The village board, and we went into very detailed analysis and had a lot of workshops during the last several months and looked at detailed usage analysis. There's going to be information in this newsletter discussing the point, but new rates are going into effect February 1st, and you'll see the effects of those rates probably with the March bills. Darshana, correct? March readings or February readings, first bills will be in March. But the goal of those implementations would be a very similar rate structure. And there'll be more information on our website, and in that newsletter, there will be an increase as we typically do annually. But what we wanted to do is keep the structure very similar to previous structures. And our rates, as we've talked about, before any increases were the lowest in the region, and after the increase are still the lowest in the region. And we've kept many of the fixed plus usage for water. Our flat sewer charges will remain flat. We have introduced a conservation tier for utilization of water at very high rates or very high consumption amounts, 2 times the typical user. Our senior discount is the highest probably in the state of Illinois, definitely in the state of Illinois, I would say. I challenge anyone to find a better one or a higher one, and that has remained in place. So it's a challenge because we still have to meet the targets that are demanded of a system of utilities. So there's going to be there's information on our website. There'll be in our newsletter. Please take time to go through it. I just wanted to make mention of that. That'll be hitting your mailboxes here within a week, but you can go on our website in advance as well. So.
Thanks, George. Yeah, I think, to just reiterate, we were definitely the lowest. We still are the lowest, even with the increase. We do need some sort of incentive to try and balance water consumption, right, Ralph, especially in the summertime. We're still one of the fastest growing communities in Cook County. So we still have not only an aging infrastructure, but a growing infrastructure as well. So as we all saw a brand new water tower go up this year, there's connectivity to that. That all in, that's close to a $10 million project. Those are the type of things that our water fund has to be able to support. So with that being said, that's the takeaway with this. So anything else, George?
And we do have a second meeting tonight. It's a committee meeting, but that's all I have for a report for you today, Mr. Mayor.
Thanks. Okay. Any board reports?
I think if he's still, I know he's still online, but Trustee Shaughnessy did want to make a comment when the new officer was being sworn in, so I'll give him an opportunity now. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm sorry I can't be there. And I wanted to comment on a couple of things. One, the equipment that was authorized for Public Works, much needed. And I know much like any other of the departments, I mean, that's their blood and guts as the equipment that they operate, so it's well needed. And on the same hand there, the hiring of an additional officer, I want to thank you and the mayor. I think it's something that can be easily overlooked or put on the side burner. And I think a continuing hiring of officers and evaluation is very commendable, and I appreciate that. Last thing, and I'm sorry I couldn't welcome the officer, but I'm sure I'll see him down the road. Hopefully not on a traffic stop. But
The other thing is, the water rate, just real quick, I know, we've talked about it, we've vetted it really good. We have concerns, whether they be the average citizen or the senior citizen, that those rates are fair and that even in tough times right now when the inflation is high, maybe taxes will be rising a little bit, but the water rates, I feel very confident that what you did and what the village has done, was sorely needed and really doesn't hurt anybody extraordinarily. We're all going to contribute a little more, but I thought it was very fair. Thank you.
Thanks. All right, anyone else? Okay, all right. Next up, do we have any staff reports?
Well,
Chief?
Mr. Mayor, the next time you interact with a Lamont police officer, you're going to be on camera. If you saw the officers in the back of the room tonight, all of them had cameras on. We officially kicked off our body camera program on January 1st, and the cameras will be in use when the officers are in uniform and engaged in enforcement encounters. So they didn't have to have them on in here tonight, but on enforcement encounters they do. So I do want to reassure the public that use of these cameras are to document interactions with the public, and they provide valuable evidence in the criminal investigations and prosecutions, but they've also shown that the presence of a camera has a positive effect on both the behavior of the officer and of the citizens during those encounters, and it lessens conflict during the encounters. So we appreciate your support for the funding to get those cameras. If you looked at them, the officers are very happy with. We got a state-of-the-art camera out there. The adoption went, almost perfect for a technology implementation. So we're happy with them, and I think it'll be a good thing for our department.
Awesome. And it includes audio?
Includes audio, correct.
Awesome, awesome. Well, that's great to hear. Thanks, Chief. Any other staff reports? Okay, all right. All right. Any other new or unfinished business? All right, George, audience participation, close us out.
Yeah, now's the time of the meeting. If anybody has anything to share on our audience participation, you can come up to the podium and state your name, and you'll have 3 minutes to speak. And come on up. Anybody like to speak? Nope. Seeing none, Mr. Mayor.
Okay.
No one come to the podium. You can
All right.
move on to the next section.
So no executive session, correct?
No executive session.
Okay, all right. So with that being said, need a motion to close the meeting this evening. Again, we're going to have a committee of the whole meeting right after this, but again, need a motion.
So moved.
All right, motion by trustee Maher, seconded by trustee McClafferty. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. All right, well, everyone have a great week. And again, we will be kicking off the committee of the whole in 5 minutes.